Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I just did the daily scoreboard and Twitter recap. Go check it out. And this video, like I did yesterday, I did like 15 silver and gold stocks, gold and silver stocks on the monthly chart just to get your attention to them. I didn't give any entries of how you want to play it, but definitely they just have my interests from a very long perspective. And I will do the same here for uranium. I have roughly 15 different charts. And again, this is just to bring attention to the long-term stuff. And a lot of them are just sitting below key trend lines. And it is my take that when they break, they will run and join the party. Let's say just like the ETFs, Chemical, and Cassataprom has done, then they are ready to go and they will do even better because they are smaller and they run, with more gains than the big ones do. A lot more risk, obviously. But anyways, BSK here, Blue Sky Uranium. I'm looking at that formation here. Below here, you can see perfectly the connections. And yeah, you can see just how close we are. This is monthly. Excuse me. Let's go to the monthly, actually. These are monthly candles. And it is my take that when we break, if we break that blue downward trend line or channel, that we will break up and then it possibly going way higher. Remember, I have it on log scale. I just find that way better than the nominal scale. But to me, very close here to a statement and a breakout. This is a very small market cap, 50 million. Keep that in mind. Can Alaska, different take here, but definitely in my view, we are just waiting for that golden rail to break. So when we get above, 0.55 give or take, then in my view, we are going to hit that high from 16, excuse me. We are currently at 0.4 and this is at 1.6. So when that break, in my view, then it will be a direct route, more or less to the top there. Denison, here are one of those long-term trend lines coming down. You can see it there, beautiful from the 2007 high, 2021. We had that blue squeeze below, and now we hit the top of the breakout. And now if you go to the daily, I will not show you, you can check yourself, but we're actually bull flagging right now below that 2021 high. In my view, when we take out roughly 2.65, we will go to that resistance, which was the bear confirmation in 2008 at roughly 4.5, give or take 4.4. Very quickly. I don't think that will be the stop, but that is definitely a place where you will see a lot of resistance. FCU just keeps going higher. Again, we have done all the hard work. And in my view, as long as we're in the green uptrend here, at some point in time, we will visit the upper trend line of that green uptrend. As mentioned, all the hard work has been done. It is on a monthly bullish trend to the upside. The weekly are bullish, the daily are bullish. And again, as I have said a few times before, if you are looking at a monthly chart in this case, you want to drop down 2 time frames. In that case, that will be the daily, and that's where you're going to time your entry. So if you find a bull flag or however you invest and have your entry, dropping down 2 time frames is what I have found very, very useful to do. Find here again, these are monthly candlesticks, so these are very long-term stuff. We broke that falling wedge here, not with momentum, but we actually formed a new blue here. So this, in my view, is the beginning of the downtrend, sideways action, and hopefully we will resume up here. I have that blue trend line here coming down. When that breaks, in my view, we are going to resolve higher. This is a, what is it? $50 million market cap, so still a small junior explorer, let's say, but definitely it has a lot of leverage to the upside. So yeah, FUU, that is one that people like very, very much. Again, long-term, that bad boy has been broken. You can just see the interactions coming up, retesting, and ever since we've had sideways action, sideways bullish action, and that parallel golden channel is just perfectly, it's actually that one copied, you can see it there, beautiful. So when that gives in at roughly, let's call it 0.5 just to make it easy, 0.48 maybe if you really want to have it to the tick. When we break that, this one, in my view, could go up very fast. We have that lower invert head and shoulders. The target is here at roughly 3.3. So yeah, definitely again, but that 0.5 break is very important. You can also see the levels over here. That's roughly 0.5. So that is just such a big horizontal level as well to take out. But I think this will be, when we get that break, that will be the last time we will see 0.5 in this stock. Global Atomic, different beast, but I want to show you. This was the Niger drop. Then we're coming all the way back. Again, we have a neckline going up here. You have the upper blue, yellow trend line there, and you have a huge horizontal report in that node right there. So if we get there, let's say, that will be huge, huge resistance. So depending, but if it can manage to break roughly 3.3, 3.2, that is a big statement for Global Atomic. It is my take that we might pull back before we go, but definitely getting above that death triple cross, or whatever you want to call it, right there. You also have the 30 monthly coming there. So that is just a huge resistance node. Again, if we can get above, I'm saying if, big statement by Global Atomic, we're also breaking that both like to the upside if that is the case. So Laramide here, long-term stuff, golden trend line hasn't been broken yet. There it is, 2007, 2021. And yeah, we had that 2021 to 2023 squeeze right here, breaking out, and now we're just tapping, pounding into that golden trend line within a blue uptrend. So in my view, when we take out roughly 0.8 in that range, then this blue uptrend will be key, and we are going for a lot higher prices for Laramide. I guess if this really has some good legs to it, we will come into the bear market breakdown here. Actually, it might be a bit higher, but definitely the highs there, the pivot there, that will be a magnet in my book when we break. So that's also a few baggers away here. You can see the moves. If we add it to there as well, I think we will align somewhat decently, yeah, with that target. So the flag, the pole, flag, pole, measured move is roughly 3.3. I like the alignments, but definitely we need to break 0.8. Then I think we'll have some very nice gains right in front of us. LEU, golden trend line broken. You can see, I want to zoom in here, breakout, retest, resumption. If you go to the daily, you can do that yourself on the log scale. You can actually see that we had a beautiful squeeze down toward the trend line, and we are breaking out as we speak. Beautiful. Also, I did a post, and actually, in my view, this is also a major cup and handle, and we are actually on the verge of breaking that pattern as well. Plus the trend lines, I like what I see very, very much. So yeah, definitely worth following here. Again, this is only roughly $1 billion actually, so it's quite a big company, but I think this could have legs to move when we break all this stuff here. Looks really nice. Mega Uranium, quite simply, downtrend, sideways action, stage 2 uptrend. In my view, we are just on the brink here of breaking that level at roughly 0.43, 0.45 maybe, but anyways, in that range. You can see here we are actually trying to break out, and yeah, again, if you want to do the moves, typically you see that, you know, channel low and high, you can add on top, and then you have a rough estimate of where things could be going, and that is a big move. But anyways, on the monthly, in my view, I think we are just the downtrend, sideways action, and now I think we are very close to the uptrend, which is beautiful. Also note, you know, that 2021 to 23 squeeze right there, breakout, one-way street ever since. Beautiful. Sky Harbor, I have some stuff from a previous video. I think I'll remove it, but same thing again here. Huge golden trend line from 2000, actually from 2000 all the way to now. You can see the first one broke here, and then we had that level here that we needed to take out. So in my view, when we get above the highs over here at roughly 0.7, Sky Harbor will go on a big run as well. That is just the last key to the puzzle in my view. If we break with conviction, obviously, but then a lot higher prices for this stock should be anticipated. URG, bit of a different setup here, but anyways, depending on how you want to do it, but definitely you can see here that we have broken that trend line there, again sitting at this green zone just above, and in my view, this is also a bull flag. So depending on how you want to add the pole, but definitely we are breaking out. You can see the retest, and we are now trying to resolve higher again above the breakout high. So UOG also looks really, really good. UROY here, many likes UROY. I'm not invested in UROY. However, it looks quite all right. It only goes back to roughly 3 years, so we don't have that much data. But we have the minor flag coming roughly across there, breaking out, retesting as we speak. So we want to take out the breakout high, which is roughly at 3.3 for resumption to the upside. Higher high, higher low, hopefully. Again, want to watch here. Again, remember, this is monthly. You want to drop down to the daily to time your entry. Energy fuels, UUUU, you can also use the EFR ticker. But anyways, in my view, energy fuels is also primed for a big move. And again, we have, some sort of a big inverted head and shoulders in the making here. Again, the low of the head to here, that is your measured move. And also, if you add the flagpole here to here, you can add it on top. Again, these are, as you can see, aligned very nicely with 2011 highs. Again, I'm not saying that we're going to get there, but this is definitely what the chart is pointing to. And that's all. I'm just trying to bring on what I'm seeing, but definitely energy fuels here, once we break that golden trend line, that should be your trigger. So getting above roughly 9, this one could potentially go for a big run, and I don't think people are prepared to see how fast it can go, just like it did back in the 2000s. So definitely want to watch here. ASPY, I've only known this stock for like a week. It's only 50 million. However, I just want to add it here just to have your eyes completely blown away. In my view, that is just textbook stuff right there. Obviously, if you break below the neckline, you should remove your bearish take on things, but definitely now huge inverted head and shoulders breaking out, retesting. You can buy the retest, obviously stops below, or you can buy upon the breakout high right there. But definitely the pattern is just so well, the symmetry is just beautiful. If you add, symmetry to this, I love it. Perfect. Again, drop to the daily. Maybe we can do it here. You can see the daily. If I were to do a quick move right there, you have it roughly in this vicinity. That is your confirmation formation, if you can say that blue triangle right there. So the breakout retesting right now. Again, if we start to break to the upside, that could be a cue or clue that we're going higher. Again, monthly candlesticks. So this is long-term stuff. Again, you want to go down a few time frames to time your entry. Again, take it as you may. I just want to show you some of the longer-term stuff that I found very interesting, and why I think uranium, especially the mid to smaller miners, is on the brink of that big move that we have seen in Cameco, Kazatomprom, and Sprott, and so on. And they are the blue chip, and now we're going down the branch, and we're into the mid-tier and some of the smaller tier miners that will join the party here. We don't need to go that much higher in the URNM in order to trigger these moves, in my view. But definitely take it as you may. If you find a stock or two or a setup or two that you like, perfect. As always, guys, we will see you in the next one. And yeah, give me some comments below. Thank you. Bye, guys.